You ever gonna do that? Like, you ever considering that? Getting involved with a team?
Well, with 50 actually is involved with more than one team. Where he has, and they could correct me if I'm wrong, he has his liquor in different stadiums. So the Branson Liquor is in Sacramento, it's in Indiana, it's in about 12, 13 arenas. So he's more than just involved with one team. He's involved with several teams, which is very smart. So when you go to these arenas, that's the only cognac they're selling there, which is genius. So if I'm wrong on that, Star 50, correct me. That's just what I was assuming when I was explaining to it, which I think is genius. If you want cognac, you have to buy this when you're in that particular arena. As far as Usher and Nelly, I don't know their percentage.
What if I told you that 50 Cent found a way to make money from sports without actually owning the team? Most people think the biggest bag comes from buying a piece of an NFL or NBA franchise. But what if the real money is made before you ever become an owner? That's exactly what Cameron breaks down in this conversation. He explains why 50 Cent's business strategy could be smarter than chasing a small ownership percentage in just one team. Instead of putting tens of millions of dollars into buying equity, 50 Cent reportedly has his liquor brand inside multiple sports arenas. That means that every game has the potential to generate revenue through product sales and brand exposure. And if that's true, it's a masterclass in business, branding, passive income, licensing, and long-term wealth building. Now I'm about to let y'all hear this for yourselves. But before I do, I just need y'all to like, leave y'all thoughts down below in the comment section, and subscribe. Let's get into it.
While I'm reading through the comments, that's some of the stuff that they were talking about. But I'm looking forward to some of the moves that's going to be made in the next couple weeks. Summer League is coming up for the NBA. I'll be out there for a few games. So we got a great offseason so far in the NBA so far, and it's only been off for less than 2 weeks. So some moves are being made, and we see what's going on. Sam, what's going on, man? What kind of questions you got for me today, man? What's happening, man? What's the latest, man?
I got a few involving the NBA, but involving you. So all right, first question. I see entertainers, certain rappers like Usher, Nelly, 50, they get involved in teams. I don't know how they get involved with them. Maybe they buy a piece of the stock. I don't know how that works. You ever gonna do that? Like, you ever considering that? Getting involved with a team?
Well, with 50 actually is involved with more than one team. Where he has, and they could correct me if I'm wrong, he has his liquor in different stadiums. So the Branson Liquor is in Sacramento, it's in Indiana, it's in about 12, 13 arenas. So he's more than just involved with one team. He's involved with several teams, which is very smart. So when you go to these arenas, that's the only cognac they're selling there, which is genius. So if I'm wrong on that, Star 50, correct me. That's just what I was assuming when I was explaining to it, which I think is fucking genius. If you want cognac, you have to buy this when you're in that particular arena. As far as Usher and Nelly, I don't know their percentage. We've seen Jay-Z, right, say he owned the team, and then it comes out and niggas will be like, well, he only owned 1%. And niggas be like, and I heard Jay-Z say a line, I forget what song it was, he's like, well, niggas act like they got 1% of a billion. What's your math on that? It's still $10 million. I don't know if niggas could do the math on that quick like I can, but it's still $10 million. So I don't know how much ownership they got, which any ownership is great. Shout out to Nelly and shout out to any ownership is great. I think Magic Johnson, and Nick, you can look this up while I'm doing it, but Magic Johnson, I think to get down with the Dodgers, I believe he put up like $80 million to get 5%. But he's owner. What is the turnaround? Not only that, to be an owner, you have to do a background check. I don't think any of these owners got felonies. I just think that they're clean. I'm just telling you, you got because you got the money. That don't mean like, yo, I'm going to be the owner for this team. I'm be the owner for this team. Now I think I've done enough to be looked at differently. As much as sin doesn't want me to, I cleaned to act up a little bit. I should be able to get up in there. My felonies getting expunged. That was 20-something years ago, man. So yeah, I think I could if I don't know if I have the money to it for it. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not giving up $60 million for 1%. Just keep my 60 and I buy the ticket season, hold the tickets, man. I don't know what that brings me back. You give up $60 million and then be like, yeah, it's a great investment. You get back $9 million a year. And I'm like, well, I mean, listen, nigga, I need my shit flipped tomorrow, nigga. So I don't know. I didn't ever look into the business of that, but maybe when Braun and them, if possible, if they end up doing it when they get it, Vegas gets a team. LeBron was talking about being an owner, and we'll see what happens. Maybe my few million could get in there. Yo, sneak me up in there, Braun and them niggas. Tell me up there. Yeah, y'all niggas talking about owning Vegas, all that. Throw me in there, man. Fuck going on? So hopefully, I'll have some friends that is owners one day. They can look past my past and say, look, he got the money to do it. If I got the money to do it,
give the nigga a second chance and
shit. Yeah, so it's something I would be interested in, absolutely. But is it realistic? I'm not sure.
The smartest business deals are usually the ones nobody is talking about. That's why I think this conversation stands out. Most people hear the words team ownership and automatically think that that's the biggest flex. But I actually think the bigger lesson is understanding where the money is really being made. Sometimes the best investment is not owning the entire business. Sometimes it's becoming part of the business in a way that keeps generating income year after year. If what Cameron is saying is accurate, then 50 Cent deserves a lot of credit for thinking differently. Instead of chasing headlines, he focused on building a brand that could be sold inside major sports arenas. That's a business strategy. Every single game brings in thousands of fans. Every fan is a potential customer. And that's how you create recurring revenue instead of relying on just one paycheck. For me, the biggest takeaway isn't about sports. It isn't even about hip hop. It's about thinking bigger. The people who build lasting wealth usually find opportunities that everybody else overlooks. They understand branding. They understand ownership. And most importantly, they understand how to make money from systems instead of just moments. So let me ask you all this. Do you think 50 Cent made the smarter move by building partnerships around sports instead of just chasing team ownership? And after hearing Cameron's take, whose long-term business strategy impresses you the most between 50 Cent, Jay-Z, and Magic Johnson? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. And make sure you like and subscribe. Peace.